My name is Tony Wheeler, and I actually am the person who started Lonely Planet. The first Lonely Planet guide was a budget travel guide across Asia on the cheap. It was a starting off in London, traveling all across Asia, ending up in Sydney in Australia, and doing it on very little money. I think the thing about budget travel is you do get closer to the destination, you get closer to the people. And I think that's particularly important with young people. I think when you're young, it's almost imperative not to have any money because your experiences at that time are much more alive. Best in Travel is effectively Lonely Planet's decisions on what it thinks is going to be the hot places next year. In the Best in Travel Awards for 2017, Nepal came out as #1 for Best Value Destination. If you go there, it's easy to see why. The restaurants are reasonably priced, there's lots of cheap accommodation. I'm sure some of the reason why Nepal is being looked at next year is a little help to Nepal wouldn't hurt. Nepal had a huge earthquake in 2015. It really did cause immense damage. Remarkably, the modern buildings in general stood up very well. It was the older buildings, particularly the temples, that fell down, and there's a lot of work now to restore ones that really were badly damaged. We need the money going into Nepal to help restore those buildings. People need to go back. The Kathmandu Valley is the place where everybody starts. If you fly into the Kathmandu Valley, and very often you're organizing things from there. If you're going to go on a trek, you're getting your equipment together, you're doing all the planning that's necessary. The reason why Nepal is so popular for trekking is the mountains don't come any higher than they do in Nepal. And a lot of the trekking there is wonderful. Maureen, my wife, and I went trekking before we had kids. The last one I did was the trek up to Mustang, Low Mantang. I've trekked up to the Everest Base Camp. I've done the Annapurna circuit around the Annapurna Mountains, but I've been trekking with my children. It's amazing you'll find how far kids can walk. You know, these kids will walk all day and then they'll play all evening as well. Well, the wildlife experience in Nepal is down in the south of the country. You're definitely going to see elephants. I've never done a trip to the Terai where I haven't seen the one-horned rhinos of Nepal. Worryingly a rare creature in our world today, but you'll see them in the Terai. Once you get up in the Himalaya, seeing other animals of the high country is something you will probably be lucky to do. But of course, what everybody would like to see is a snow leopard. And very, very few people get to see them, but they are there. Nepal is also a great place for shopping. You need to arrive with your bag fairly empty so you've got space to bring things back. And it's all sorts of things, from Tibetan carpets to Buddhist statues, wonderful paintings. So you need to go to Nepal with at least some credit left on your credit card so you can indulge it in some of the shops. I think Nepal is on a lot of people's bucket list. For me, it's been going back to do another trek. I really would like to go back and see those mountains or walk that valley. It's a destination with so much history, so much culture. It is a great value destination.